Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon. Welcome back, everyone, to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington. So before we dive into today's episode, which is really how to create your dream life, how to create a luxurious mindset using this one question, and I promise you it is such a powerful question. You're gonna want to stick around to hear it. But before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and share, rate, and review wherever you listen or watch. It's a great and free way to support the show. Also, grab your free manifestation and self-love guide and get on our weekly self-love newsletter. Grab the Miracle Manifestation and Affirmations Journal at Amazon.com. And if you need additional support, grab some manifestation courses, shop the Soft Life collection, all down below. Head over to candywashington.com/courses for all of the info. So with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So let's do a little bit of background first. So when I say creating your dream life, what I mean by that is creating a life that you authentically love, because it's going to look different for different people. Some people want mansions and fancy cars and designer clothes and millions of dollars, and that is amazing and great. Some people want to live on a farm with animals, a slower life. That is also very great. Some people want children, some people want to be married, some people don't want children, some people want to be single. Whatever your authentic dream life is, that is what I want for you. So before anything, I would get out a journal and just allow yourself to journal on what would the ideal day look like in my perfect dream life. Don't think about what Instagram is telling you, what your friends are telling you, what your family is telling you, what TikTok is telling you. Just sit back and breathe and allow yourself to relax and dream. And then from that place, that knowingness, moving forward, I want you to start implementing this one question into your mental diet, into your mental lifestyle. And by mental diet and lifestyle, what I mean is the thoughts that you think, the questions you ask, your mindfulness practices, okay? Now, we all know, whether it's from a scientific standpoint or a spiritual standpoint or whatever standpoint you want to come from, all of the experts, religious leaders, scientists, therapists, basically boil down the fact that the ultimate quality of your life is based upon your mindset, your belief system, and the thoughts that you think, and the relationship that you have to your thoughts and to yourself. Who do you believe you are, and how do you believe this world shows up for you? What is your belief system? Do you believe things work out for you? Do you believe you deserve happiness and love and abundance? Or do you think you're the type of person that nothing works out for? You're the type of person that nobody could love. You're the type of person that can never have abundance or whatever it is that you want. The quality of your life is always rooted in your mindset, the thoughts that you think, who you believe you are, and what you believe you can be, do, or have. So from a manifestation standpoint, say you're on your manifestation journey and you are manifesting your dream life, you're calling in the things you want. This question will be so powerful for you. And I will get to the question, I promise. But this question, it will be so powerful because, as we know, whether you believe in the law of assumption, that your beliefs becomes things, that hardens into facts, or you're more of a law of attraction person, like attracts like. So who you are, who you're being will call in. Whatever you believe in that realm, again, it all boils down to, what are the thoughts you're thinking? What is your belief system? Who do you believe you are and what you can be or do or have? So from a manifestation standpoint, this question will be crucial, okay? Now, from a mental wellness standpoint, say you're not really focused on, quote, manifesting your dream life, you just want a better mind. You just want a healthier mind. You just want a easier relationship with your thoughts and your belief system, because remember, your thoughts can be your best friend or your worst enemy. You can feel anxiety, depression, you could feel stuck, you could feel paralyzed, you could feel unworthy, low self-esteem, and those are all rooted in your beliefs and the thoughts that you think. If you're thinking the worst case scenario on a loop, you might have a lot of anxiety. If you are living in the past unpleasant moments and you're playing those on a loop, you might live in depression. If you feel unsure about yourself and, thinking bad things and projecting bad things, you might feel stuck, you might feel paralyzed. If you feel you're not good enough, you're unworthy because of A, B, C, or D, you might have low self-esteem and do self-harm, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional to yourself. And that's all rooted in the thoughts that you think and the belief system that you have about who you are and what you are worthy of having in your life. So whether or not you are on your manifestation journey, or you just want a better relationship with your thoughts because you are on your own mental wellness journey, or both, this question is a game changer. And it will help you create your dream life. It will help you have more peace and joy. And most of all, it will give you autonomy over the thoughts that you think. Because remember, you are the thinker of your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Observe your thoughts. The true power lies in creating an authoritative yet compassionate relationship with your own thoughts. You are the authority on your thoughts. That's why you can change them. If you are thinking about a pink buffalo and you say, I don't want to think about that, I want to think about a yellow buffalo, you can. So who was the voice, who was the essence that made that decision to switch to thinking about something else? That is your higher self. That is the true you. That is the observer of you. So if you can change your thoughts, if you have the power to change something, that means you are more powerful than it is. That means you are the authority over it. So your true power is taking back your authority over your thoughts. And the question is, am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? Now, I did not come up with this question. I can't remember where I heard it from. If I had remembered it, I would credit the person or wherever I heard this from. So I don't want to take credit for coming up with this question because I did hear it someplace else. So I want to be very clear on that because I don't want to plagiarize somebody else's, beautiful beautiful insight. But when I heard it, it totally shook me to my core because that truly is what it's all about. If you have a thought that is telling you, I'm not good enough, I'm not lovable, I'm not worthy, worst case scenario, going over fights and things that have happened in the past, breakups or heartache over and over and over again in your mind, you need to stop and you need to think, am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? Because the consequence of that thought is that you're going to continue to be unhappy, unloved, not because you're unlovable, but because you believe you're unlovable. Not having success in life, not getting the abundance in life, not getting the dream life, whatever that means to you, to come into fruition. So you have to get to a point in your life where you start asking yourself, am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? If your thoughts are, I am more than enough, everything works out for me, you're thinking about happy memories, you're visualizing the next level of your life and it feels good, you feel love, you feel success, you feel abundance, you feel happy, you feel joy, you feel powerful, then hell yes, I am willing to live with the consequences of those thoughts, because those thoughts means I get to have what I want, how I want it, and when I want it, and who I want it with, because I am the operant power of my reality, because I am the observer of my thoughts, because I am the authority of me, because I am worthy to be, do, and have anything that I want in this life, because I am good enough. So when you find yourself thinking thoughts over and over and over again, whether they are good or whether they are bad, whether they are negative, whether they are positive, I don't truly even like to use this is a bad thought or this is a good thought or this is a negative thought or this is a positive thought. I more like to think of it more as, is this thought something that I want to experience in my life? Because thoughts aren't really negative or positive. They're only, quote, negative or positive, depending on if that is what you want to experience in your life. So if you have a thought telling you, don't start the business because businesses are so hard, you're not smart enough, businesses fail unless you have all of this or that. Are you willing to live with the consequence of believing that you're not good enough to start a business, that you're not worthy, of looking back at your life and regretting never having taken the risk, Or are you having thoughts of, don't go on those dating apps, you need to lose 10 pounds, or you're this age, no guy wants this, or you're a single mom, no guy wants to have a woman who already has kids, or you're damaged, or you're this, blah, 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 blah. Are you willing to live with the consequences of believing that you're unlovable? Not finding love, not finding a partner, not experiencing that beautiful relationship and romantic love that you inherently deserve in this life. Are you willing to live your life with those consequences? Or are you ready to take your power back and say, I am not willing to live with the consequences of thinking that I am not good enough, that I am not worthy, that I am not valuable, that I am not lovable. I am not willing to live with those consequences of those thoughts. Therefore, I take my power back. I take authority over my mind and my thoughts. And I am now choosing to think until it becomes my belief that I deserve everything I want, that I am good enough. Simply because I exist, I deserve what I want. I am going to get the wealth I want. I am going to get the love I deserve. I am going to get the success. I am going to get the health. I am going to get whatever it is that you want in this world. Take your authority back. Become the observer of your thoughts, then become the authority of your thoughts. Because the consequence of not doing that is living a life that is unfulfilled, of not getting all of the joy and the love and the happiness and the abundance that is inherently yours simply because you exist. Okay? Now, after this short little break, I will show you some ways to really work on your mindfulness so that you can catch yourself in those moments of thinking thoughts that you do not want to experience. And then you can come back to this powerful question of, am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? Okay.
Ready to unlock your true potential and manifest the life of your dreams? Then I've got something super special just for you. Our mind-blowing self-love and manifestation courses. Picture this, a journey of self-discovery where you'll find a deep well of self-love and acceptance. Say goodbye to self-doubt and hello to unshakable confidence. Our courses are designed to help you embrace your worthiness and tap into the incredible power of self-love. But that's not all. We'll also dive deep into the transformative world of manifestations. You'll learn proven tools and techniques and strategies to align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with your wildest dreams. So get ready to create the success, happiness, love, and abundance that you deserve. So what are you waiting for? Head over to candywashington.com/courses to get started. Again, that's candywashington.com www.mindfulness.com/courses.
Okay, you guys. So here are some ways to cultivate mindfulness. And what I mean by mindfulness is just being in the present moment, regulating your nervous system, calming down, and being present. So you can really harness the power of the present moment, because that's really the only power you have is in the now. So then you can start choosing and making choices and responding rather than being on autopilot, rather than reacting, rather than just floating through life without actually being present, experiencing life, and choosing the life that you want. So, of course, some tools you can do is meditation is great, silencing the mind, being quiet, going inward. Journaling is great, walking in nature, calming yourself, moving your body, whether it's through dance or some type of stretching exercise, doing a digital detox, turning off the screens, turning off the apps, the TV, the social media, getting a therapist that you trust or a spiritual leader or a life coach, some type of guidance. But I do think that there is something very powerful with getting a licensed professional therapist. I think that's also really great too. Being in support groups or a community that you trust. Be careful with this. You don't want to get involved in any cult type things. So you want to really use your discernment. And if anything feels off, it is off. So just be careful whether it's with a therapist, a spiritual leader, a life coach, or a support group or a community. Just be careful, because you want to make sure that who you're getting guidance from is a healthy person who has your best interest in mind. And any groups you join, make sure that those groups are also healthy groups that has everybody best interest in mind. Okay, we have to stay safe when we're seeking guidance from people. Even me, even on my podcast, if I say something that resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, leave it. Not everything is for everyone. And remember, you are always the authority on you. You have the final say. So if your intuition kicks in and something feels off, it is off. Don't doubt yourself. Honor yourself, okay? You can also use breath work to cultivate mindfulness. Just breathe in, focus on your breathing, get quiet so you can hear that voice in your mind. So in all of these tools and techniques, the true purpose of them is to get a little bit of space and a little bit of distance between you, your higher self, and the thoughts that you're thinking. Because within that space and distance is clarity. And then when you get that clarity, when you get that calmness, when you get that space and distance, then you can take your power back and start choosing. Okay? You can also be creative. You can do singing and pottery and dance and draw and paint. And then also do active listening. So don't just be in your own head with your thoughts running, waiting to respond to somebody. Actually calm your mind, calm your thoughts, and hold space for someone and listen to them as they talk to you. So you listen to understand, not to respond. That is practicing mindfulness and emotional intelligence, and it will actually make you be able to respond from a place of power rather than a place of usually wounding or triggering, trying to prove your point or trying to be right. Do body scans, sit or lay down and just go from the top of your head, send, loving light to your body, to all over it. Just calm down and just connect back to yourself. And then also slow eating. And by slow eating, I mean more intentional. Sit down with your meal. Don't rush through it. Turn off the screens. Have a conversation with someone or sit with yourself and really enjoy your food. So being mindful is really listening to your intuition, creating space and distance between your thoughts, slowing down, being present, and being able to create your life rather than react to your life. So again, the most powerful question you can ask yourself to start creating a life that you love, to start healing and creating a safe mental space in your own mind is, am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? And if that answer is no, take a deep breath, take your power back, and choose a thought. Choose a different thought. Choose a better thought. Choose a thought that you actually want to experience in this world, that you want to call into your life, because you have that power. And do it as often as you need to. We are constantly thinking, so this is not a one-time thing. This now becomes your mental lifestyle. Am I willing to live with the consequences of this thought? And that answer better be yes. So as always, I like to leave with saying, don't forget to celebrate the small wins and leverage gratitude. Don't wait for something, quote, big to happen. Every day, enjoy your life. Every day, find things to be happy about, things to celebrate, things to love about yourself, things to explore about yourself, date yourself, do all of that. And just practice gratitude, love on you, and know that no matter where you are or who you are in life, it is not too late. It's not too early. You're not too much. You're not too little. You are worthy and deserving and lovable exactly as you are and exactly who you are. So as always, I love you guys, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Join our free newsletter and check out our courses down below. So with that, you guys, I will see you next time. I love you. Bye.
Welcome to The Soft Life with me, Candy Washington, where we explore all things self-love, manifestations, and relationships with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. So be sure to subscribe, share, and join us on Patreon.